we started connecting the mentors with the initial training program. So they know what junior judges and prosecutors have been taught at the Institute and what to look at while doing their evaluation and when sending the feedback to the Institute.
And how does that, because that's an interesting point.
Well, what the mentors do formally, they do send I think 6-month reports, 3 months reports to the Institute with a copy to the Judicial Council.
Okay.
And of course, when we gather them on this, let's say, annual gatherings, exchanging good practices, trainings, let's say, again, we also ask them for all kind of feedback about how adequate they think the initial training was.
The mentor is asked for that because they see the result in the end.
They see the result at the end.
That's new.
Of course,
That's,
this is not the only source of information, because we also ask the junior magistrates what you think was adequate, what you think should be added to the initial training program in order to enable you better and faster and easier to
become a judge.
Become a real judge.
I'm walking along
And of course we ask the court presidents. I mean, there is a quite sophisticated mechanism for feedback information.
There are several, but perhaps the most interesting ones is what we call el caso secuenciado or el juzgado virtual. So I will explain it to you a bit. El caso secuenciado means that a small group of students gets the materials in the same way he or she would get it if he or she were a judge already. So they get the claim, they have a look at the claim, then they get the second piece of writing, the answer to the claim, and they are getting everything at the same time a judge would get it.
And they have time pressure also?
Yes, they have time pressure also, and everything is a simulation of what real life would be. And this means that once, sometimes we combine this with mock trials. So we even use actors. So we have an agreement with a school for theater. You know, and the students that are learning to become actors, they play different roles and. Sometimes we have, during a special week, we have agreements with the bar, and they also have trainees that want to become lawyers. And then, for example, this is quite interesting, the claim is written by a group of trainee lawyers. Then the trainee judge gets it, another group of trainee lawyers answers the claim if it's a civil suit. And then you have a mock trial where the trainee lawyers and the trainee judges make a role play. We have a special room at the school, which is exactly like a courtroom.
And is it recorded by film?
Yes, it is recorded by film. We record everything, and then after the mock trial they will get a feedback from their trainers about how they did it and what they should have done and where they did it. And very often then the trainee judges write the judgments and the trainee lawyers appeal the judgments. So it is a bit like that.
The real life. Are there also
there is so much available on the internet about the whole background judicial world that we think we can put together quite an exciting pipeline.
Good.
And
And it's all through e-learning, so there's
All
not
through e-learning.
face-to-face
No.
contact and not
yeah,
any aspect of then a group of people talking to each other, or
it's
is
all e-learning, but
Okay.
it would be interactive, so they could test their own ability and that sort of
yeah.
that's in addition to the inductions, not an
Okay,
alternative.
yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other, there are we think several reasons why this is a good way of beginning. First of all is that it gets new judges immediately seeing electronic communication as
Yeah.
interesting, fun, exciting, important.
Yeah.
Because thereafter they'll be using it a lot.
Yeah.
Secondly, it really locks into the way that younger judges are brought up anyway. You know, the younger you are, the more familiar you are.
Yeah.
Thirdly, it is cheap.
Moodle is your
our learning
basis?
management system.
Okay, okay. That's interesting.
The fundamental principle is that a judge is responsible for their own development. And so we want to make that possible as far as we can.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in order to maintain kind of bottom line,
Yeah, the end
verifiable
terms. Yeah.
standards, every jurisdiction has a right to say that within this jurisdiction you must do 2 days of these courses a year.
Yeah.
So that's the bottom line. But
Yeah.
Because it's considered to be very high quality, you know.
Yeah.
So being an assessor is a quality, a sign of quality, which makes you eligible to apply for many other jobs.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
it's also that they go on after being a judge, go on to be a lawyer.
Yes.
Is there still looking?